Alright, wasting some time here with a Hatsuharu video. Going through the Hatsuharu the second time was, I think, slightly more painful than the first time I went through this ship at Tier 7. It's Tier 6 now. It's neither any better or any worse, I think, really, as far as when you get it upgraded. Stock, with a fairly fresh captain, this is the most painful Japanese destroyer that I've worked through. I think the Mutsuki may be even worse right now. I only played it a couple battles, but those just having one gun like front and back for two guns, that's just so terrible. And they're not even like double mounts, they're just single mounts. The Mutsuki was just even worse. About to buy the Shiratsuyu, and man, so like what I mean by it being rough the first time you go down on this, or the second time, is 6 km stock torps. That is atrocious. And then you have Japanese guns, so they're not very good. But then you have this terrible... Well, that doesn't look that bad. I'm going to take this captain off, actually. See. Send to reserve. Yes. Alright, so take him off, send him to the reserve. And now you look at the stock range. If you mount that right there, it's 8.4. It's so bad. Man, 8.4 range, 6k range torpedoes, and it's a tier 6. It's just painful. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoy the video, but I think some people are getting a bit hung up on gunboat line and torpedo boat line. There is no such thing. The Yugamo is a better gunboat than the Kagero or the Shimakaze. So it's really kind of like just, it's a Japanese ship. It's good at one. It's kind of okay at all of the things, but not great at anything anymore. Besides, I do like the F3 torpedoes on the Yugamo. I mean, I'm going to try the torpedo spam on the Shiratsuyu, but goodness. Hopefully I'll enjoy the video, like I said, but I think I'm going to send the Hatsuharu off to the place that I think I'm going to send any ship that I don't really like. Gotta demount this first. Yeah, demount the expensive ones. 500k is enough for a demount. 25 gold. Now we're going to sell this tin can and call it a day. I feel better already. Alright, and to the video of gameplay. World of Warships in the Hatsuharu. Just for my sake of comparison, I did go back and watch some footage I had of the old Hatsu. Surprisingly enough, it seems exactly the same. Still the same two terrible guns, still the same two terrible torpedo launchers. Torps are a bit slower now. Man, I think they're 5 knots slower. It's really just... Wargaming says, oh, it's a different ship. No. It's not a different ship. It's the same ship. Launching some torpedoes, trying to kill this Miyoko coming around the corner here. Didn't really show up there. Maybe I was aiming at the Omaha for whatever reason. Anywho, epicenter mode. Also not... I don't know if I'm really a fan or if I hate this this mode. Kind of depending on what I'm in. But yeah, the Hatsu is the exact same that it was a year ago when I went through the Tier 7 myself. It's just... There's not really any change. But this time, the actual grind to get it out of stock configuration is so much worse. It's bad. It's painful. And it's just terrible. That guy was kind enough to... I don't know what I was doing there. I think I misclicked. Sorry. This guy was not kind enough to turn into my torps there, which I appreciate. I really do. But anyways, heading back up north, I'm going to probably cut to the later parts where I try to use the guns, pop some smoke, use the guns on this Cleveland just to... A decent example of what you can do with the guns. It's not great, 1,700 per 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 round generally. 1,000, 1,700. Sometimes you'll get a 2,000 roll on your damage if all 4 shell hits, and you get some decent RNG out of that. Or you just completely miss because you're a scrub like me. But yeah, the stock range on this is 8.4 kilometers, and and the stock torpedo range is 6 kilometers. You're really just stuck with no real good options. I am open to fire on this guy because he is really busy. Kind of gives me some footage. I'm using the guns on this. It reminds me firing the Yubari guns. Almost the same, but these are slightly smaller. But yeah, just not a fan of the Hatsuharu at all. I'll stop saying that and just kind of talk about how to play it well, or try to play it well. Definitely need to get the gun range and the torpedo range as your priorities for getting past the stock configuration, because upgraded you get 10 kilometer torps that are okay as far as speed and detection, not great. Still definitely usable, and they don't run out super quick, and you can launch them from concealment. All those things are pretty good. If you get ATF with your captain, your range does go out to 11.1 kilometers, which is pretty nice. Somebody's calling me. So that's I don't know, it's just not a lot of good things to say, but you can have some nice torpedo runs and do what I also like to do is get in close with people, launch torpedoes. I'm checking to make sure I don't torpedo one of my friends here. Of course, the carrier's probably going to get that kill right there. All right, on to next clip here in a second. I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay of how I play it, but I do try to be sneaky and ambush battleships. That's really your biggest opportunity to get large bits of damage done. Are really battleships. Destroyers, I mean, you don't have really the gunpowder to kill off enemy destroyers. Really, your best bet is to run away. Hopefully, it's a IJN DD that you're fighting, like the Minakaze, and so you can actually pick on them with your guns a little bit. They just only get basic firing training to increase the rate of your gunfire by 10%, and advanced firing training to extend out the range. I have made it through the Shiratsuyu, which is much better. You start off with 10 kilometer torps. Got a hit on I think the battleship there, the Congo that's in that smoke, and that's who I'm eyeballing. There's a Congo that went into that smoke that Minakaze laid, and I do have my speed boost up. Perfect timing. A little over. Well, okay, not perfect timing, because too long on my torp reload. We're going to realize that in a second, because the Congo kept on going. I was really hoping this Congo would have stopped. Now it's kind of embarrassing. It's hey, we're really close, and I don't have torpedoes to launch at you. Excuse me, we're going to have to wait a minute. Let's slow down a bit here. I don't want to get I want to keep a prime angle to kill him, but his secondaries are hurting me. Torpedoes launched. Did take me down to 369 health there. Really, I should have waited a few more seconds around that corner to be safe. Probably a good 10 seconds. Gonna jump to the next and last clip here. It's a pretty quick one. Stalking in New Mexico around a corner, but I think this is probably the best way to get large sections of HP off of people to get those experience and credits you need to get to the next ship. Shiratsuyu, a lot better. Vast improvement. I do think that's what they did with the IJN destroyers. There is a definite progression in the improvement, and so far for me the fun of each line, even though I'm not too happy with what they did to some of them, like the Minakaze. I am happy that it is a steady progression, and I am having fun. New Mexico, he's going to finish me here, but man, I got a nice torp spread off on him, and that just makes you happy. Get one of those, it's just a flesh wounds. Anyways, yeah, and I'm glad I sold the Hatsuharu, and I'm glad I made it to the Shiratsuyu, now tier 7. Has some nice torp span, slightly better guns, I feel like, but anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed. See y'all next time.